Hello student. Today I am going to start a new lesson. Lesson name is fiber to fabric. We wear different type of clothes. What is the importance of clothes? Why we wear the different types of clothes? Okay, they protect us from heat. They protect us from cold. They make us look nice and decent. That's why we wear different types of clothes. Now, what is the fiber? The material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strand is called a fiber. A long strand which we see, okay, that is called as a fiber. Okay, there are mainly two types of fiber. They are natural fiber and man-made fiber or synthetic fiber, which we called. Okay, this we are going to learn in detail. Now, types of fiber. There are mainly two types of fiber available. One is a natural fiber and other is a man-made fibers. The natural fiber is obtained from plants, okay, and animals are called natural fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, okay. Mainly the examples are cotton, jute, silk, wool. These are the natural fibers we are obtaining from animals and plants. The man-made fibers. What are the man-made fibers? The fibers that are synthesized in the laboratory are called man-made fibers. They process and they are synthesized in the laboratory in a scientific way. Okay, these are called as a man-made fibers. Okay, these are nylon, acrylic, terylene, terrycotton, polyester. These are some examples of man-made fibers. In this lesson, we are going to learn mainly the natural fibers. Okay, there are two types of natural fibers available. One is a plant fiber, another is a animal fibers. Now, plant fibers are obtained from the plants, and animal fibers are obtained from the animals. Now, examples of the plant fiber are cotton, jute, flax, and examples of animal fibers are silk and wool. Now, animal fibers. The common animal fibers are wool and silk. These are the commonly we found in the market. Wool is obtained from the sheep, goat, yak, camel, llama, alpaca. These are the some wool yielding animals. These are called as a wool yielding animals. So we get the wool from these animals. And silk is obtained from the silkworm. This we are going to learn in detail in this lesson. Now, these are the some wool yielding animals: sheep, then goat, then yak, then camel, then llama, then alpaca. These are the some animals which give the wool, and these are the silkworm from which we get the silk. Now, first we are going to learn is a wool. Wool is obtained from the fleece, that is hair of the sheep, goat, camel, yak, rabbit, llama, alpaca, and other animals. Okay, these are some wool yielding animals, and we obtain the wool from these animals. These animals have a thick coat of hair on their bodies because of the hair traps air, and air is a poor conductor of heat. Okay, that's why they protect them from the harsh cold in the winter season. For obtaining wool, animals are reared and then their hair is cut and processed into the wool. Okay, mainly in the summer season, okay, their wool is obtained. Fleece and wool bearing animals, we already discussed. There are some fleece and wool bearing animals like sheep, goat, camel, yak. Okay, these are some animals. Fine soft hair found close to the skin is in such animals. Okay, the fine soft under hair of the animals like sheep, goat, etc. is called as a fleece. Okay, the very fine hair are obtained from the inner part of they are near to their body. They are called as a fleece. Animals having the soft hair fleece on their body are called wool bearing animals. Now, animal wool. Many breeds of the sheep are found in India. In many parts of India, like Jammu and Kashmir and other cold region, we found many sheep. Sheep gives milk and meat in addition to wool, but are reared mainly to obtain the wool in different parts of the world. Although they give the milk and some area they are used, their meat is also used to eat, but mainly they are reared. Reared means posap, postat, paltat. Okay, they are mainly reared to obtain the wool in different parts of the world. Sheep wool is the most common wool. The sheep wool is the most common. Angora wool is obtained from the Angora goat. It is found in the Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, Angora goats are found in the hilly region of the Jammu and Kashmir. The Pashmina wool is obtained from the Pashmina goat. These are the different breeds of the goats. Yak wool is obtained commonly in the Tibet and Ladakh. Ladakh is a part of India. Alpaca and llama is found in South America, also give wool. Camel hair is also used as a wool in some part of the world. The rearing and breeding of sheep. The sheep are reared in the many parts of the country like Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat. Okay, these are the some cool region parts of the country, our country, where sheep are reared. Sheep feed on the grass and leaves. They are also fed with a mixture of pulses, corn, jawar, oil cakes, and minerals. In winter, sheep are kept indoors and feed on the leaves, grains, and dry fodder. Okay, in the winter season, since the temperature goes always to the minus degree, so they keep the goat, their sheep in indoors. Some breeds of the sheep have the thick hair on their body, which yield good quality of the wool in a large quantities. They are selectively bred to get sheep of a good breed. Okay, they make the selection of the good sheep. Okay, which yield more wool, and mainly this hybrid which we call. Okay, they are reared. Processing of wool. Now directly the hair which are cut directly cannot be used as a wool. There is a process. The fleece hair of the sheep is removed from its body along with a layer of the dead skin by using machines. They are using machines and they remove as we do our shaving. Your elders are doing the shaving at home, no? Like that, they remove the hair of the sheep along with a dead skin. The process of removal of the fleece from the animal is called shearing. These are the some steps. First one is the shearing, second one is scouring. The sheared skin with the hair is washed in the tank to remove the grease, dust, and dirt. To remove all these, these are washed thoroughly. Okay, this is called as a scouring. Now these are the some steps which are used in the processing of the wool. One is the shearing we discussed, second is the scouring, that is washing, then is sorting, sorting in a different group, burrs and separation, then dyeing, and then spinning. These are the some steps. Now the hairy skin is sent to the factory where the hairs of the different textures are separated. The process of separating the hair of a different texture of the fleece is called as a sorting. They separate as different hairs of the different textures. Textures means some are very thin, some are very smooth. Okay, they separate all this. Burrs separation. This is the next process. The small fluffy fibers called the burrs are separated from the hairs and again washed and dyed. Then dyeing. What is the dyeing? The natural hair of the sheep is white, brown, or black. These are mainly three types of natural hair we found. The raw fibers are dyed to different colors. Okay, add different color. Then next step is a spinning. The raw fibers are then straightened and combed and rolled into the yarn. They are then spun and woven into the fabric. Then they used to make the different fashionable clothes. Okay, this is cutting of the wool. These are the machineries they use for cutting the wool. Yarn types and its uses. There are two types of yarn. Okay, long yarn and short yarn. The long yarn threads are usually knitted to make sweaters, mufflers, caps, and socks. Sorry. Okay, they are mainly used to make these things. And the shortened yarn threads are woven into the fabrics, into the different. They are used to make fabrics. The wool and yarn. Okay, these are the some types you can see. Then use of the wool. Wool is used for making warm clothes such as sweaters, caps, shawls, gloves, blanket, etc. Wool is also used in making the carpets and upholstery. Okay, these are the some use of the wool. That's all in this part. Remaining lesson I will be explaining to you in the part 2 very soon. Thank you, student.